kissing you. You don't seem to know I got a secret. Loving you. Yes I do. But it has nothing to do with my number two. She don't care about the troubles in my mind. It doesn't really matter. She don't care how much I love you. She just wanna be my number two. She don't care how much I love you. She just wanna be my number two. Yeah. Enemy, with heavenly body. Who sent her to make me weak? How can I get out this madness? I'm just trying to do the right thing. She doesn't care about the trouble in my mind. It doesn't really matter. She don't care how much I love you. She just wanna be my number two. She don't care how
My check 1 2 1 2. What is up? What it do? Welcome to Club Shada episode number 90, 90, 90. Damn, in 10 episodes, that's 100 episodes. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. And it's a beautiful thing, you know. It's all about the process. You have ideas, and I have so many friends and so many people that I meet around the way that they have ideas, and then it's just ideas. And every time you meet them, they tell you, "Wow, I have this great song, or I have this great project, or I'm gonna create this show, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that." And then nothing. And you meet them 10 years later, exactly where you left them, and yo, I have this great idea, yo. And you're like, bro, stop being scared of taking ideas to the next level, which is doing. And what prevents us from doing most of the time is, what prevents us most of the time is being scared of not succeeding, or being scared of being a failure, but I believe that the moment you start, it's a victory already. Because it all depends on who defines success for you. And if success for you is defined by strangers, it's not worth it. Like, don't even try. I say that success is actually just starting. I'm scared that this thing will fall in the middle of my live stream. Wait a minute. Much better. Success, yeah. If you define success by yourself and you decide that success is actually doing it. Success is being like, yo, I have like 90 episodes of something that is something new for me and new for the people who follow me or the people who didn't know me yet, and saying to yourself, wow, I'm 90 episodes in, and I've been consistent, and I've been on time, more or less. Like, this is success for me. Now, yeah, some people will say, there's not a lot of people. You only have 500 people. Blah, 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 blah. Look at this guy. He has 5,000. Look at this guy. Look at this. If you have friends that all they do is tell you, oh, look at this guy. Or look at this guy. Oh, look at the grass here. It's greener. Oh, look at, yeah, you have a nice car, but look at his car. You have a nice girl, but look at his girl. You have a nice song, but listen to his song. You need to get rid of those people ASAP. Like, not think about it right now. Remove numbers. Because those are the people who prevent you from succeeding and enjoying what you do. Because it's not about the numbers, it's not about you compared to everybody else. It's just you fulfilling yourself. There's nothing worse than working a 9-to-5 job and going to bed every night saying to yourself, I could have been a writer. Or what if I could have been a singer. Thing is this, if you tried to write, to sing, to play piano, to dance, or to become a creator of an app or anything else, and you failed, not only you learned something, but when you're at your 9-to-5, you're like, yeah, I tried, I learned, now I'm regrouping, and hey, whenever I want to try again, I'll be even better. And this changes everything. This show is brought to you by shadawear.com, and you can see my brand new design. I just created this design like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I don't remember, and I just received it in the mail 2 days ago. I could not wait to wear it for the show tomorrow. I'm doing a photo shoot with the wife. I'll make sure that I will do a shoot with this. It's a whole attire, so you have the sweater pants, and then you have this beautiful sweatshirt with the African map on the back. Inside, hoodie printed, pure quality. It's I think it's nice. I just need to have a yellow or a pink hat to go with it, or something white with pink letters. So that's the next thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have the Africa Future Culture hat. I didn't do it yet, but Africa Future Culture is one of the brands of shada wear, and listen, I love it, and I always order the first one so I can see if there's any trouble, if maybe my logo is too big, or maybe, like sometimes, for example, these face masks, I did it, but with all the templates printed, so I can really see where the elements are, and when I design the real one, I can know exactly where to place all the elements. So I always keep this one, so when I'm designing, I can see more or less where to put things. And I'm fairly happy with it. I'm already hot, yo. Damn. The heater is not even. On va souffrir pour le show. This show is brought to you by shadawear.com. I want to welcome our 1,500 new subscribers of the month of February. That's massive. That's amazing. Thank you all for being part of this channel. Whether you came from to see videos, vlogs, or from Club Shada, thank you for being part of this. Everybody that is watching right now, don't forget to leave a like. And I also want to give a warm welcome to our new subscribers: Anna Ray, MD Boys, Vanessa Cunha, Amarasi, Vania Andrade, Adelaide Condeso, and all the other people that you see down there who are our new subscribers. And as sponsorships are open, so if you know anybody that has a brand, I will do this fairly cheap to have your logo here in the intro and down there the whole stream. This is something that I'm going to start pushing now that we're reaching to episode 100. As you know, everything I do is always a business as well as an art. It's always 50-50. So gonna start making some chips with this thingy that we've been doing. I want to congratulate our stream royalty, the Shadaware boss, who is Mike Phoenix, for the month of February, did a donation of $106. dollar in total. If you want to be the Shada Gang boss, you know that, all you have to do is support the show with a super chat like Emmanuel, Master Electronic, Kiyata, Bruno, and many more. Thank you so much. Your names will be somewhere around here. Yeah, here. And with your donation, and every time you give a donation, the person who will have a total of the best donation every month will have their name featured, and they will become the Shada Gang boss for until the end of the month. At first of the month, this goes back to 0, and then we go back to whoever is our biggest sponsor is the stream boss, and then we'll see what the stream boss can do. Maybe the Shada Gang boss stream royalty. Maybe we'll decide the subject of one episode, or maybe, hey, we'll see. We'll find something to do. That's the beautiful thing about inventing things as you go. Slay Austin, what do you do? CV Beats, what up, my brother? Mike Phoenix, the Shada Gang boss. Thank you so much for your contributions, and hi, bro. Thanks for loving the song, my number 2. This is a series of, are you starting already? Master Electronic, are you ready for? Are you taking over? Are you taking over? Master Electronic was pissed at Body Show. I was like, hey, thank you so much, Mike. At the end of this stream, at the end of this episode, this will actualize with the new numbers. Thank you so much, Mike. And starting the next show, it will be real time. And everybody, listen. Your contributions are always welcome. It's important to support the creators that you love. It's very important. Anything, if you do it, you do it. Hey, Heather, how are you? What do you do, Muna's Music? Emmanuel, how are you? Comment ça va, la baronne? I have to do this in videos like Birdman. Sips, what up, brother? Bruno, what up, brother? Hey, Moto, drive safe. It's very important. How are you driving and sending comments? Be careful. When you arrive home, go back to typing. Until then, if you have something to say about what we're saying, send a voice message. I'll play it here. Lil Maro, what up, my brother? Is my remix ready? Just asking. Thank you, bro. I do what I can, 47 years, light years old, or young. Queen, yay, Master Electronic, thank you so much for the super chat. Jujuzan, what do you do, Queen Jujuzan? I'm telling you, it is very important to be yourself. I'm gonna tell you one thing. You have to be yourself because everybody else is taken. That's it. Thank you, brother. I'm waiting for you to be ready to be my guest again. I like you when you're a guest. We have great conversations together. Mike, you listen. You're the stream boss. You're the Shada Gang boss. So you should come here I would love to have you and have a conversation about the legendary. Sorry, got my headphones that are on my hoodie. I would love to have with you the conversation about Organize and how back in the early 2000s, listen, you were the number one single in France, and the whole thing, the whole story. I would love to have that conversation with you, and maybe you and Philly. So that would be great. For those who remember the group Organize, I think that would be a great conversation. Next Wednesday, we will have a guest as well, Jocelyn, the Kizomba singer, and she also does reggaeton and R&B. She's from Cape Verde. She lives in Lisbon. We've been talking about her coming here, and I think it's time that we have her and we can talk about the interesting year that she had in 2020 and before in her career, and hello, Nadia. I guess it's not a message for me. This is a message from Nadia, so I'm gonna leave you two together. Vandame, you here? Hey, listen, everybody loved our conversation. It's actually one of the Club Shada episodes with the most views. So, you know that this is your home and you're welcome anytime. And I know that you're into muscle and gym, but you're gonna receive a beat in a little bit. And when you receive a beat, it was like, I don't care. It's like, find me an hour. You need 20 minutes to record a dope song. So find me 20 minutes and push those vocals. Thank you so much for the 200 crowns. I always say crowns. Yeah. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Mike. I have a feeling that there's going to be a competition to become the Shada King boss, the Shada Gang boss in March between Mike and Master Electronic. I have a feeling. Don't forget to leave a like. It should be like, there's been 100 people already watching. There should be 100 likes. There's only 20. It's not normal. Kawabonga. Hey, Lily. I can't wait to listen to your new single. The little snippet that you put on Instagram, it sounded very nice. And I'm also waiting for you to put the vocals on our song. My voice is much better. I'm almost my throat is still hurting. No, it's not hurting anymore, but I'm still how you call it? Caught a bit. But I think next week I'm recording my part. So we have to finish that song. It's time. We have to finish that song because we have more songs to do. And since you are on your project, we have to do my song, and then we have to do your song for your project. So, let's go, sister. Don't be scared. It's just me. You sing better than me. You can do this. And I'd love to go to Rotterdam, actually. It's been a long time. I would love to be in Rotterdam in the carnival, eating some kip sandwich and some frikadel. I like this city. There's a special vibe there. I have to go back. Yeah. Telling you the good feeling. But yeah, I'm really enjoying myself. It's funny every time I'm like, okay, I have live tonight. My wife is like, again? I'm like, yeah, this is what I do now. And but that's the thing. A lot of people, they want to keep you in a box of whatever they met you doing or whatever they believe that you are. And they don't understand that you can be 20 different things in the same life. You can just adapt to the times, or you can even have the times adapt to you. You can be even ahead of the times, and when the times change, you're like, oh, finally. And that's the beauty of it. And there's an explosion of people who are singers, writers, movie makers, podcasters, and all these groups of people who just decided that, hey, I'm gonna go live and, you know, get a camera or use my iPhone or my Samsung phone or my Huawei or whatever phone you use, or my DSLR and or my webcam or my laptop webcam, and I'm gonna be a talking head. And who knows? Maybe people will be bored and they will listen to me for 2 minutes and move, or maybe they'll stick with me for a few hours because whatever I have to say is interesting. And you know, it's very interesting to go live every 2 times every week and have something to say. But I think it's so much better than staying home doing nothing and getting fat, because we are all getting fat. Like, I don't train like we don't go to the gym. We stay on the sofa watching TV. I do my 50 kilometers of walking every month, but still, like, we're all getting a little bit, because everybody is not as active as we could be. But mentally, the danger is getting fat mentally. That's the danger, the real danger. Because, yeah, taking 10 kilos because of a pandemic and you are not as active because you are just at home doing nothing and you just do a walk from time to time. Listen, in 6 months, 1 year, whenever, depending on where you live, you will have this moment where you will be on time to resume a normal life or a new normal life, and be outside, go to work, or go to the gym, all these things, like go to the clubs, dance, things, right? And at that moment, whatever fat that you gain, you know, Vandame will be your coach and will make you lose everything and be ripped. But the mental fatness, this is something different. Like, when you just hear and you are just becoming mentally handicapped by everything, by all the information, all the anxiety, all the pain, all the being scared, everything, and all the doing nothing and not being whatever version of yourself that you wanted to be. That's dangerous, because some people, they don't come back from that, and it's called depression. And a lot of people don't realize how depressing it is for social animals to be out of touch with everybody and only see the same 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Like, and you have to be, you have to find ways to keep interacting with people, to keep engaging, and to keep making your brain work. And for me, it's Club Shada. Like, that's, yeah. Every I look forward to this. You see what I mean? Like, I'm not in this thing where I'm like, oh my god, it's the life. When I'm gonna, I have to do it. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Like, nah. Me, like, by 6 hours before, I'm already like, yeah, what am I gonna talk about? Like, what's going on in the world? What is gonna be the subject? Who's gonna be there? What do they want to talk about? What's the conversation? You looking forward to this, and to talk about your week, to talk about, all these things. And this is a mental gymnastic, This is something that will help you. So, whatever you do it. Ooh. Let me come over. All right, listen. once I'm vaccinated, I'm going everywhere. But yeah. Listen, I can't wait to go. And sure, as soon as I'm there, of course, you will be the first to know. You know, yay, yay. I like that. Hello, Tatiana. So let's talk about the news. So what do I want to talk about? I really want to talk about the expansions of the markets, you know, but at the same time, I want to first talk to you about who's that? Huh? A ressonar? A sério? Ah, como tá, o quarto deles, se calhar, está embaixo de nós. Yeah, so. Hey, DJ Rock. Please, everybody, follow DJ Rock on Facebook. He has a kizomba and salsa and other shows live from his kizomba school called Kizomba Fabric in Germany. Forgot what city. Is it Frankfurt? In Frankfurt, in Germany, and plays. I don't know if it's once a week, but go follow him on Facebook. He's also the organizer of one of the biggest festival of Kizomba Festival in Portugal and London, called the Like Festival. So I mean, and I'm extending again my invitation. I would love to have you, brother João, and talk about your DJ thing, the Kizomba school, how you are coping with this very strange year, especially for people that organize event where everybody has to be together. What it do, Keyata? I hope you are in good spirit and you are fine. So what was I saying? In the news, look, it is happening. I'm gonna talk about small news, small news. Yeah, remember that was great. Oh, come on, your hair is fine. So Israel, which is the country that has vaccinated probably 80% of their population now, they just said what I said people would do. They just implemented a green passport, and they're about to open back all the restaurants, all the cinemas, all the shopping center. Everything is about to open since almost everybody's vaccinated, and they've been very active in it. And what did they say? They said no passport, no movies, no restaurant, no nothing. I told you this is gonna be the solution for that. Most country, I mean, we'll see the rest of the world, but some countries are already doing what I said people would do, because it makes sense for them. They're like, yo, if we vaccinate everybody and we don't want, we really want to circumvent the propagation of the virus, yeah, those who have vaccines can be out and about, live their life, and keep being careful. And anybody who comes in the country will probably have to be vaccinated, or they will not go in. And those who refuse to get vaccinated, you can stay home, chill, all good, or walk in your garden. That's there. That's what they decided. I believe that. So I've seen in France, they're still debating about, oh, this is putting people and making a difference between people. There is a difference between people, but some people will debate about it. Some others will be like, yeah, listen, I believe that. Look, did you see what the UK did? To get in the UK, you have to pay 1,720 pounds to stay in the hotel airport for 10 days until they test you again, and then you can, if you are negative, then you can be inside. Because same thing, they did so much effort to vaccinate their population that they're not gonna let you fuck it up with your variants that you bring from wherever. So, I mean, you can only have this type of conversation once you have vaccinated 80% of the population, 70% of the population. Anyway, our countries are still far from this. We are 2% of the population, so but this is a conversation that is being had. And I was telling you that most of the, probably to travel, I mean, you already need a test, a PCR test to be negative to be able to travel. But there's 18 plane companies that are deciding that they will create a joint system, probably inside Amadeus. Amadeus is the system between all the plane companies that you use for reservation, for ticketing, and to have your place in planes. It's the back-end system that connects all the companies, and they will probably have a system that will where the travelers will have proof of negative or positive test, because there's a lot. Listen, wait. They will have proof of either vaccination or of PCR negative test before they travel, to make sure that people who are traveling are not traveling with infections. Because listen, the number of people who are traveling with fake tests is crazy. Look, here in Portugal, first of all, the scandalous thing here in Portugal is that to get tested when you want to travel, you have to pay €100 per people. But that's $120 per person to travel. Like, you have to go get tested, and in France it's free. For example, you can go to any pharmacy, get tested, it's free. Or you can go to the labs, you get your result in 2 days or 3 days, but it's free. So you just take an appointment, go get your test, get your results, you use that to travel. But here, this shit is 100. So I want to go to Congo with my family, probably in 10 to 15 days. We can. Asha is she did her medical exam, and her heart is perfect condition. She's completely healed. She's still taking her medicine, but now it's just for prevention. But the doctor said that the results are impressive, so that's beautiful. And they said that she can travel without a problem as long as she takes her medicine. So this is beautiful. And so if we travel, the four of us, and we go to Congo, that's just 400 just of testing. Listen, this is a racket. This is mafia operation. Those people are making a ton of money from our needs. I wouldn't mind. I understand people are working, and like, I wouldn't mind paying 35. But 100? So you know what a lot of people do? The result of the test, I'm not going to show you the result of the test, but listen. I received the results of the test already 4 times because I've been tested 5 times already, 4 or 5 times. The result of the test is a dumb PDF with a logo, and there's no QR code. There's nothing like to authenticate, right? It's nothing complicated to falsify. I have any app. You take any app that can edit a PDF. You can just change the numbers, change the dates, put your name there, put the new date, and print it, or just show it from your phone to the people at the when you are doing your boarding. And those people, they are people who are not scientists. They just look, they see negative, they let you in. And you have no idea the number of people who they know they're positive, but they will do a fake test because they want to go out, they want to travel, they want to see whoever, and they don't care. They're like, fuck it, I don't care. I want to go. And you have no idea the number of people who are traveling with fake tests. When you get, I thought somebody in the UK got caught, and boom, they sent them directly to jail. So I prefer paying, but still, it's a pain in the butt. Bonne nuit, Julie. Yeah. You are ready to become a robot, huh? Well, listen, at a point, yeah, we'll see what they do. I'm not, I don't have a chip in the game. I'm just like everybody else. We are being part of this whole thing, and we are watching it unfold in front of us. And indeed, some scientists are now given, like I just see in France, some scientists are now becoming superstars, and everybody wants to know what they think. They just want to know what they think, like what they and do it. But Kiata, you have to watch our episode called, I think it was a Club Shada number 40 something, called Ghost in the Shell. When I was talking about these, I don't know if you know Ghost in the Shell. It's a Japanese manga about in a world where everybody's have cyber brands and everybody's connected to the internet, and most people have synthetic limbs, and people get hacked. And in a way, ain't we all cyborgs already? We are all connected all the time. We all have information in our hand. But the next step is, with the Neuralink, the next step is, oh, wait a minute. Are you commenting, MJ?
I absolutely loved it. I'm listening to you live right now, and you're talking about the testing and how it's costing $100, and you're like, this is a racket.
I told MJ he cannot type while he drives. So comments from AJ will come from the 2 time I got tested, the test came back saying needs new sample. I don't have enough toxin in my system to test either way, I suppose. Hey, listen. You are clean as it gets. I hope the operation of your daughter went fine, by the way. If it was Friday. I don't know if it was last Friday or next Friday, but I hope her teeth went okay. Do you know that there's a country, I don't remember which country, where everything has been digitalized. I think it's Iceland. I'm not sure, but there's one of these countries in the North Europe, where the whole government has been, it's not AI, of course, but everything, like your documents, everything is online now. You don't go to those places to do these things. Your ID is digital, your wallet, everything. They really have made a kind of a test of a for society of the future. And listen, as long as those things don't get hacked, why not? And I mean, the technologies like blockchain, which permits stuff like bitcoins and Ethereums and XRPs and cryptocurrencies, are a good way to make sure that, for example, if you have a digital identity, if it's in the blockchain, then it is not possible to falsify your identity. On paper, it is still possible to steal your stuff. Like, some people are notoriously good for that. So it's, you know, you mentioned, I'm going to send you an app to your WhatsApp and let me know what you think. Okay, send it. Here in Toronto, the travel test is what? $199 before tax. You have to do the test when you go out, and you have to do it when you come back. So that's $400. Listen, it's a way to say, yeah, you can travel, but don't travel. And because we cannot remove your liberty, right? Then yeah, we hit you in the wallet, and those who have money will go out and come back, and those who don't will stay home or will falsify. And when they falsify, they become dangerous because they can move with the virus. Like, listen, my wife went to Guinea, and I think half of the plane had fake results, and they don't care. They don't care. They like, it's, and the one here, they have logos and stuff, but the one in France, yo, it's just a text document. You can just take it and change whatever's there and print it. And I mean, maybe it's me, because I'm very tech literate, but for a lot of people, yeah, some people, they're like, I know. I mean, I don't know him, but I heard about a guy. I'm not gonna say I know people, but a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, for 35 euros, he'll give you a negative test with your name, your whatever. And I saw one of these tests. It's badly done, but a lot of people, they travel with that. And because the people who work at the plane companies, they actually don't. Yeah, their goal is to check if your ticket is right. They have no idea. They look, okay, negative. And especially if you come from another country, so everything is not in the country. It might be in a language that they don't understand. You have a test in French. They just, okay, negative, okay. And a lot of people are using this too. And don't forget about the story I told you about my best friend's brother, who was in Dubai, and he had a negative result, but somebody paid so that he's to take his negative result, because that person was positive, and they swap his name and they gave him a positive result. And then he was stuck in Dubai, and the hotel was trying to kick him out, and he had a good thing, he had some connections, and they could realize that his test was falsified. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, the problem is not the virus. The problem is not like, listen, virus exists since virus existed before us. The problem is not the virus. The problem is us. We are greedy motherfuckers. We are as a species, we are greedy, bellicose. Everybody's trying to be on top of each other. Like, this is humans for you. And the fact that there's a pandemic, this is not the first pandemic in the world. There's been other pandemic worse than that, with 200 million dead. Like, there's been the Black Plague, there's been this, that, there's been a bunch of others. The problem is the people. The problem is not the Quran or the Bible. The problem is the interpretation of the people. It's always like this with humans. Humans are corrupted by default and flawed. If you live enough time in this world, you always ask yourself, if you're not part of the corrupted, you always ask yourself, are they all crazy, or am I not normal? My manager and I used to ask this question to each other all the time. We were here like, we hear talking about the music industry. All the other artists, like, when people are not famous, they talk a certain way. They have one song that works a little bit. They don't have money. They just have like 4 or 5 shows. They just become a completely different person. Our next episode, we're going to talk about the music industry. I have amazing stories for you. And we were always like, wait a minute. Is it strange to be honest? Is it strange to want to pay people? Is it strange to not care about the grass of other people and to just care about your thing and just try to make people happy? Like, it's humans. The problem is not the virus. The problem is how people will use it in their advantage. Because, the virus is natural. A virus is just like us, here, trying to survive. They fuck each other, they multiply. And just like us, we are a virus to this planet. We destroy things, we build cities. They're doing the same thing inside us. They spread like we spread. And they're trying to take over the territory. And the problem is how some governments will use this. China is using the virus as a geopolitical weapon now. Not to make people sick, but to say, hey, hi Africa. So all the white people, are they giving you viruses? Oh no? They're too busy trying to scramble into solutions and hey, here's a box of viruses, of vaccines for you. Sinovacs. For you, Africa. Hey, yeah. Oh no, we don't want nothing. Oh, you really want to give us something? Well, this cobalt mine here, I'd like to exploit it. Yeah, I'll build some road for you. This is what China is doing right now. Using the vaccines as a geopolitical way to continue to sway Africa in their favor. So that every time there's a vote at the Security Council, Africans are always down with China. Whatever China says, all the Africans now, they side with China. Why? Because China has been building all the roads out there, hospitals, all these things. And in exchange, they come mine the resources, and I guess everybody's happy. And now it's even better, since nobody is giving us Americans. Are they talking about Africa? No. The French, they don't care. They're busy with their populations. Everybody's like, oh my God, we have to find ways at home. And the Africans are like, okay. So, and then the Chinese arrive like, hey. Hello. Yeah, we have vaccines for you. So they just signed a deal with Mozambique right now. They just signed a deal yesterday. China will send them vaccines, and so that's super interesting. Wait, we have a comment from the guy on the road.
Yeah, I think the country you're talking about that digitized everything is Estonia.
Yes.
They are so interesting, man, the way they do their thing, but they have everything absolutely digitized, which is amazing. Just back to the vaccine stuff. Dude, I come from Zimbabwe, which is the thieves' haven. But even they are charging $60, not $100. What's happening in Portugal, bro?
Listen, all these laboratories are making millions on our suffering. All of them. And I listen, if your business is to create these things, I mean, what can I say? She has had actual surgery. Root canal tomorrow. Okay. Concession. Oh. Tell her we are with her. It's okay. I don't know in the US, but anesthesia, it makes everything painless, I guess, right? They test us for free in my job randomly here in the US. Yeah. I think some companies are now even setting up private, they're going to vaccinate their employees directly. They're not going to wait for governments. Indeed. That's true. There's going to be a point. The thing about programming is, even if you don't leave a back door, there's always going to be a point where technology will out technology, whatever you built. And then there's always going to be this catch me if you can cat and mouse game between the hackers and the programmers. And sometimes both are the same people. So, but yeah, listen, Ghost in the Shell, that's where we're going. Capitalism made us become soulless. Not you and me. It's just, we're different. What it do, Matt Music? What it do, Malcolm Beats? What it do, Ralphie? New name, new icon. Look at you. So let's continue with the news, because listen, we had our episode about those things, but things are moving. Listen, I mentalized in my head that this whole thing, maybe another year of staying where we are. But the thing is this: singers, club owners, restaurant owners, and a lot of people, even kids cannot stay a whole other year without going to school. And Zoom is school from Zoom is something, but it's not the same thing. I don't know what will be the next normal, but I believe that there's gonna have to be a way to either live with it or move to the next level. That's, in other news that I was about to say I don't give a fuck news, but that's not true. The news itself is this is life. Things happen. This is life. This is love. What interests me is the ever reaction of black people when it comes to that person. And as a person, listen. I'm never happy when families are torn apart or people end their relationships. It is a sad thing, and when two people divorce, what I think about are the kids. And Kim wants to divorce Kanye. And yeah, it's sad. It's sad because, whatever you think about them, I think about the kids. I think about, it's a beautiful family. They have 4 beautiful kids. And they seemed happy together all these years. A lot of people, when they got together, they were not, they kind of were dismissing their couple, and everybody was thinking that, whatever, it's a publicity stunt, blah, 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 blah. Another one, welcome to the Shada gang, Fernando. A lot of them, why is it pressing these 2 times? A lot of them, there's another person. Hey, welcome to the Shada gang, Romuald. It's a pleasure to have you here. So I was saying, a lot of people were dismissing of this relationship from the get-go. A lot of people were like, this is all for stunts. She's this, she's that, blah, 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 blah. They just want to whatever, or she's after his money. I believe that they really loved each other. I believe that they were really friends. And I was not, I'm not rooting for people or not. Those are not my friends. Those are people that I don't know. Let me go to the end of what I'm trying to say. And then, hey, these boys. Hi, sis. What I find amazing about African Americans in general when it comes to Kanye is that every time he does something crazy or every time something happens, African Americans want to blame everybody except him. And African Americans are like the kings of cancel culture. They cancel people every day. They wake up, they're like, we need to cancel somebody. Who can we cancel today? Who said what? Oh, you guys, let's cancel. But when it comes to him, they are always, it's because this happened, it's because his mother, it's the Kardashians, it's everybody's fault and never his fault. What did you do, Joel? It's like, and watching it from far, and I appreciate the genius, I can appreciate everything, all the trailblazing that Kanye represents in terms of music, in terms of fashion as well, in terms of I can appreciate that and respect that. But if you remove all of this, you strip him from all that, and he was another person saying all the things he said and doing all the things he did, even the Beyonce thing, me from the Beyonce thing, I was like, I mean, that's disrespectful to Taylor Swift. Like, and even at that moment, I believe that Beyonce at that moment told Jay-Z, yo, we're gonna move away from your boy, because your boy is gonna put a stain on the image we are trying to build. We are trying to become the next Obamas in about another 20 years from that time. So 10 years from now, we're trying to be the next Obamas, and we cannot have these people around us. That's probably what Beyonce was saying at that time. And it was like, hey, he's your boy, he's cool, but he seems to be uncontrollable. And so I'm trying to distance myself from the music when it comes to him, and just say how I feel about all the antics, every time I see him. I mean, sometimes just listen to some great music. I listen to the albums. And sometimes he has declarations that are very interesting when he's in the right state of mind, I guess. And then when there's the manic episodes, and I've been with a bipolar, so I know what it is. When there are the episodes, and then it seems like nobody has the courage or the power or the possibility to protect him from his own. And when there's 3,000 tweets or stuff that he starts saying, I'm gonna speak for me. I'm not gonna speak for the rest of the world, because my views just represent me, and I'm not trying to I'm not trying to sway the opinion of anybody. But talking about sway, I'm gonna tell you what I felt when there was the sway episode, when there was the Taylor Swift episode, the two Taylor Swift episodes, the slavery was a choice. This one, I kind of understood the whole sentence. Like, when you hear the whole sentence, I kind of understood what he was trying to say. The only problem is that he doesn't do what I do, which is I form things in my head, then I mentally construct them in the next fraction of seconds, then I say it in a way that works. It's like I'm trying to understand. I could more or less understand where he was trying to go, but how I feel about, and I know a lot of insiders as well, so I heard stories that are not public, and my feeling all this time was annoyed. My feeling was like, and my feeling as an appreciator of music was distancing myself and not having as much envy or pleasure to either listen to the music or buy any brand. But that's me. That's just me. Because when I associate somebody or something or a subject with anxiety, I just move away. And some people make me anxious. When they make me anxious with the things they say, the way they say it, and like the presidential run was it for me. I was like, ugh, why are people talking about it? Why is it like, you see what I mean? That was like, nah, I'm out. But that's me. This is removes nothing from the genius, the achievements, the trailblazing. Like I respect that. Like, and I just try to take that part there. And I understand. I know how the world is. People need to just take one thing and boom. It's the same thing for R. Kelly. Like nobody has the right to listen to it. I listen to R. Kelly because let me not go there. It's not a question of I'm separating things. It's just that life is not black and white. Life is complicated, and things are. You cannot just like my memories are my memories, and the songs that I love, I'm not gonna stop loving them because some people are decided that I have to. I understand them and I respect their choice, but they have to respect mine as well, and not come to what if it was your. Now, please, let's stay to Kanye. And it's just not just him. It's the world in general, the social media world. I'm not talking for him because I understand there's a mental issue. And it's not because you're a celebrity or you're rich or famous or whatever, you're a movie star or something, that you cannot have mental problems. I know other artists that are exactly like him. I've worked with people that have been on tour for a month that are exactly like this. So I understand this appetite for self-destruction, the egomaniac, ego trips, the manic episodes, and all this I've lived it with other people. I know at least 3 artists that are exactly like him. Not as big, but I've been there. I've been side to side. Like I was trying to fix it at that time, and at a point I was like, I'm out. But it's more something about celebrity in general, and I'm saying this as a famous person in my little bubble. Can we stop making stupid people famous? Or can we stop giving excuses to people because they are famous? Or can we stop saying that because somebody is famous, they can run for president? Or they're whatever they say about a specific subject is worth a conversation. Like some things that I said, I'm like, yeah, okay, next. Who does the real people who know about it say? Some things have to be left to singers. Some things have to be left to MLK. Some things have to be left to Farrakhan. Some things have to be left to scientists. But we are in a world where, yeah, everybody wants to be a sommity on anything. I got people sending me stuff on WhatsApp these days about the pandemic, about all the theories that everybody has, where everybody is a sommity now. And some people send me stuff like, and yeah, I watch the name of the people. The first thing I say, I do when I after hearing what the people say, because they say, oh, the person, and the people tell me, oh, this person, I've been working on the field for whatever. Okay, so I go type the name of the people, and I try to, I read like 10, 15 sites about that person, and I realize that person has nothing to do with what we're talking about. And that the person who sends me the information don't even know that information. So I send that person that information. Like, I'm sorry, but the person you talk to me about is not a doctor. He's a gymnast, or he heals dogs. Like, but we are in this world where, and listen, I'm not saying, listen, I'm myself. I've complained enough in my life that I've been put in a box of please sing and shut up. That I'm not gonna tell people sing and shut up. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the reason why I can talk about music is because I paid my dues. I've been doing music for 25 years. I made enough hits and I made enough music that have been meaningful, changed lives of people, being the soundtrack of life of people, that I can say, yeah, I might be somebody that my voice resonates. Production, I produced enough albums. I produced around 30 albums, solo album from different artists, in my own label, executive producer, or just as a producer, or just as arrangements, whatever. I did enough things that people can say, yeah, I think his opinion is, yeah, when he talks about these things, yeah, we can listen to it. I'd have 4,000 videos on my YouTube channel. 4,000. Sit down, you start watching my YouTube channel. Videos start at the beginning of YouTube. My first video is there. So, are you a pro at YouTube? Yeah. Live stream. How long have you been live streaming? 10 years. Okay. Then I stopped for a long time. And then Club Shada. Yeah, episode almost 10 episodes from 100. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of it. I can talk about it. I can give you my opinion. I can give you opinions about cameras because I've been shooting music videos. So all I'm saying is, when you want to come to talk about something like politics, you have the right to have an opinion. That's not what I'm saying. But having your opinion between friends on a country or in an interview, telling your opinion, you have okay, yeah, no problem. But that doesn't make you a sommity on the subject. If Kanye comes and talks to me about making beats, I'm sitting down and I'm shutting up. Comes to me about writing hits, singing songs, making songs that are meaningful and that are pushing and like the things he did in gospel, I'm sitting down and I'm like, he comes to talk to me about other things he might have read for 10 years, like, it's possible. I'm not saying the opposite. But so there's some things that he's gonna talk about where I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, like, okay, you have opinions, okay, but does your opinion about something have to be meaningful just because you're a celebrity? I say no. People ask me all the time my opinions about politics, about some things that I don't have the answers. People ask me opinions about so many things, and I'm not a scientist, so I say to people, take my opinions on this subject. Not like if you would take my opinion on music. When I tell you something about music, believe me, I know my subject. But if we're gonna talk about, I don't know, the history of the Bantu people, I know some things, but I don't know everything. So I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna tell you in the beginning. That's what I learned. That's what I think, but I'm not sure. Listen, and I tell people all the time. That's my opinion, but hey, it could change. But we are in an age where everybody comes with formed opinion about things they don't know about. And I mean, this is not new, but now since everybody has access to voice, right, with the social media, why a celebrity with an opinion about, I don't know, heart disease is more important than a surgeon? That's what I don't understand. And that's why I don't understand with this particular individual where he says stuff and everybody wants to make something out of this stuff when people clearly know that he's suffering from something. And all the people give him excuses. And then they pissed and then because they're scared to not have any more heroes if they cancel him. After 6 months, oh yeah, we forgive you, because he just comes and cries and say, oh, I'm returning to Chicago, and then everybody forgets everything. And this to me, not just him, because I really don't have nothing against him, but this to me also remove a lot of credibility to me with this whole cancel culture, this whole everybody goes crazy about anything, everything for 1 week and then they forget. And all these celebrities who are idiots, why do they give them so much power to all the things they say? A lot of them are idiots. Not all of them. There are a lot of them that are super intelligent. There are a lot of them that are doing great things. There are a lot of them who are, you know, who yeah, they went to school. They know things. Like, listen, I went to school. I learned economy. I learned graphics. I learned, and I know a lot of things by life. I everything is a lesson to me. But some things I know, some things I give my opinion, but some other things I just shut up, because I don't want people to use my opinion when sometimes I'm talking about things that I'm just giving an opinion. It doesn't mean that I know. But right now we have a ton of people who didn't go to school, who know nothing about nothing and have a talent. I'm not talking about Kanye, I'm talking about celebrities in general. And whatever they say, people want to make headlines. And the people that should be making the headlines, we don't hear them in the noise. And stop making idiots famous. Kim and Kanye both share mutual grief. They both lost a parent. Yes, lost the mother, and Kim lost the father. Yep. And I think they've shared a similar pain. Yeah, and maybe it's how they bonded, and because they've been friends way before. And I think the love was real. I really believe. But when I hear people today, they're like, it's the Kardashian curse. No, they were idiots. Kanye snap mental health disorder are real. Yes. If he wasn't Kanye, he would be just another guy who requires medication, therapy, and possibly hospitalization. It's so good to speak to intelligent people like you. Then I don't have nothing to add to these comments. Why are you doing this to yourself? You'd be a good friend with my father, you know. My father has like 100,000. He will go to the casino and play everything. Mountain Yaba inspiration. You know, one day my dad was with my mom and they went to Tahiti. He took her to Tahiti. I think my mom was, I don't know, 20, 22 or 23 at that time. And they go to Tahiti. They take, I don't know, they had a budget. They took, I don't know, let's say, I'm inventing numbers. They took something like $20,000 of budget for the holidays, to pay the hotel, to pay for everything, blah, 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 blah. And my mom just took 5,000 in her, and she kept with her, just in case. And my dad was there with the 15K, spending the restaurants, like the good life with his wife, etc. And I think I have a photo of that time. I don't know if I'm gonna find it. Wait. You know me, I like to illustrate the things I say. Let me look at my family album to see if I have, because I have a picture from that moment, and I always love that picture. That's why I family. Let's see if I can find that photo. Yeah, with the amount of photos that I have, in my family album. I don't know if I'm gonna find it. Probably not. Too bad, because that was a great photo. But that was a photo from exactly the things that I'm talking about, and both of them, like, it's a photo of my mom in on the beach in Haiti, back when she was in her modeling days before becoming a businesswoman. And but I don't think I'm gonna find it, because I have way too much photo. And anyway, yeah, I'll find it another time. So my dad goes to the casino with the 15K, of course. He goes there just to play 1,000, plays 15K, loses everything. All the money. Comes back to the hotel. My mom was there chilling in the swimming pool. Hey, how was your day? Oh, I lost everything. What you mean you lost everything? Oh, I played 1,000, then I lost 1,000, then I was trying to... My dad lost all the fucking money. And yeah, all the money's lost. And my mom is furious, filming, smoke coming out of here. You always on the casino. You didn't play all the money. And so my mom is like, yeah, thankfully I have a little bit of something. Now we're gonna have to have, I mean, I'm not gonna say shitty vacations, because she still have 5K, but she's like, okay, I have enough money to just pay for the restaurants, the thing and that and whatever, and if there's an emergency. And my dad is like, please give me that money so I can have to make the money back. And my mom was like, oh hell no, motherfucker, in no way I'm giving you the money that's left. This is staying in my purse. And yeah, we have things to pay. So my mom take the money, put it in the safe, lock it with a code. My mom falls asleep, and my dad, of course, take the 5,000 and goes to the casino of the hotel. And my mom told me that story. And when my mom woke up, she was sleeping on, my dad woke up by putting $100,000 on her while she was sleeping. So she woke up like under a sea of dollars. And yeah, he went to the casino and he made 100K. And yeah, those are stories from those rich people. You see your uncle Mountain? That's what they do. Yeah, Mountain of Inspiration remove all his YouTube videos. I don't know why. He has to explain to us. Who's JJ Asfish? I'm not familiar with him. Mountain of Inspiration, Dimitri. Let me look up myself. Mountain. Mountain. I used to watch your videos back when your name was DBNC. Mountain of Inspiration, Dimitri. Oh, hey, wait a minute. You back making YouTube videos, cousin? Hey, Club Shada, everybody go subscribe to Mountain of Inspiration, my cousin. So 3 steps to help you stay on top, why you need to take bigger risk, why your habit and routine rituals do matter. Mountain, you, me, and Body need to be on the next Quality Talks on Bodhisattva channel. Good habits, routine, and rituals lead to good life. Consistency is your superpower.
I am
Look
going
at
to show
you.
you why you need to remain consistent in this season in whatever you are doing. I'm going to take the next 9 to 10 minutes to show you why you need to be even more consistent in this season and to make sure that consistent.
My cousin is pretty. This family has like pretty Bantu blood. Everybody, go. Let me put the link in the chat so that you don't have to look. I did the research for you. Mountain of Inspiration on UU. Go subscribe. Go subscribe. Also go subscribe to his brother, my other cousin, Joel Amen TV, and also to Joel's wife, Dalia. This is a family place here. This is a family takeover of YouTube. Then you have Body, he's my brother from another mama, from Mama Vivian. And then, hey, anybody from the Shada gang who is deciding to start their YouTube career, we are the first supporters. Always bet it all, you rich people. If you look up JJ Icefish, you will be highly disgusted and amused at the same time. He's a fake YouTube artist. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Is it that guy that I'm thinking about? Wait. JJ Icefish. Oh yeah, I know who that is. He had that song where he can sing and he sings like crazy, but he has millions and millions and 81 million views. I know exactly who that is. Yeah, I remember that guy. I was exactly that. I was very amused, and at the same time, I was like, wait, so we work all this, and he comes, but his view seems to have, like, since that big video, now his view seems to be normal, I guess. Oh, still 55,200. Oh no, he's still okay. Yeah, I know who that is. I know exactly who that is. I'm gonna watch some more. Anyway, everybody also go to Joel Amen TV, or you can look up ISJJ Fish as well if you want. Joel Amen TV. So Joel is behind the production of shows like Dalia TV, and his videos. So it's in French. He talks about rights, about Congo. Same thing, inspiration stuff. Also tutorials on how to make your own production, create your live cameras, all this stuff, and also craftsmanship. And I don't know if his religious thing is in this channel as well, but please go ahead to Joel TV, and also you have Dalia TV. I know I wrote it bad as always. Don't worry, YouTube will. Nope, that's not. Wait, Dalia. Mon. Wait. Dalia MTV. There you go. So yeah, you can also go to my cousin's Dalia's TV, where it's in French, but a lot of great debates. And listen, she has some interesting guests, like pretty people, like this guy, and the other guy. Where is he? This guy as well. Where's Buddy? Oh, Mountain of Inspiration is here as well. So those are lives on Saturdays, and we talk about Does love and money go together? She has interesting topics. That's very, very, very cool. So that's if you're speaking French. But I mean, those who are not subscribed yet, please subscribe to all these channels. And everybody else, if you have channels, like, make sure you just let me know what other channels, and I'll have the gang go and peep. One day you will sleep outside after losing all your money in the casino. Well, listen, the thing with casino is this: as long as you only play the money that you don't need, you're fine. The banga ba sérieux. You know, as long as you only play the money that you don't need, it's okay. And that's the same thing with investment. You know, yesterday the whole stock market and crypto market just crashed. It didn't crash, it just had a correction of 10-20%. And from everything I'm invested in, I wake up losing $8,000, even $9,000 of investments. And I was like, hey, you know, buddy called me, was like, yo, look, everything is good. I was like, yeah, you know, these things go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. And why I'm not distracted by this is because I'm investing in the long term, and the money that I'm investing is not the money that I need on my day to day. I have a portion of the money that I make that I know, especially in a time when we don't go to restaurants, all these things. So my restaurant budget and sometimes I make a little more money in a month or sometimes I receive YouTube money, but you know, I pay my rent. I pay my whole year at once. I received my royalties of February. I just got it actually, and on the 1st of March, I pay until either 6 months or the whole year. So soon as this is done, I'm stressless in the fact that I know that my babies, my wife have a home, and the rest is just electricity and these things. And it's something that I've worked hard to be able to do. I worked 10 years to be able to do this. And the fact that I do this, I'm like, okay, now the money I make after that, the YouTube money, the rest of the Spotify money that I make every month, like the different revenue, the revenues from shada wear when people buy t-shirts, this goes to Uber Eats, to this, that, to electricity, etc. And then, yeah, everything else that I know I don't need, or I know that if I need, I can of course, I can sell and get back if the market is up. All this stays in investments. But I'm not going to invest the money from the rent. That's crazy. Listen, in March, I could have bought a whole Bitcoin and I had to pay the rent, and I could take the money from the rent and wait for another payment that I was supposed to receive, I was about to receive exactly 3,000 to 4,000 for whatever thing that I was doing. And I could have bought a whole Bitcoin, right? And so I could say, okay, I'm going to receive the money in 5 days. Let me take a little bit of the money from the rent. I take a Bitcoin, and then I'll just pay the rent maybe 3-4 days late. And today, that same Bitcoin would be worth 50,000, up to 60,000. And amazing amount of money made. But you know what? I was like, nah. I'm not gonna invest 3,000. I'm just gonna invest 800. I'm gonna invest 800, and I'm not gonna play with the safety of my family. And I invested 800, and yeah, if I invested 3,000, it would have been worth 60,000, but my 800 were worth 10,000. It's a choice. So I'm not crying. I'm not, oh my God, I could have made that. Or if only it was just 3 days. No. Don't play with the safety of my family. So I don't have a problem with that. And yeah, with the money I made, I bought her a beautiful bag for her birthday. And I took half of the money I made and I invested in another crypto for the future, and a few cryptos here and there that I already made some more money. So yeah, of course it would be great to make 50k, but hey, I made 10k, I'm happy. Maybe next time these things go down again, and that day I have the money that I can spend, I'll put it there this time. But hey, maybe at that time I'll put 6,000, and then the thing will drop more, and my 6,000 will be worth 2,000. You have to be ready. You have to have a heart that is ready for the ups and downs of things. But if you're on the long term, the things that go up go down, the things that go down go up. So as long as you're not putting all the money, the survival money, I would say, as long as you're not putting the amount that you need monthly to survive, yeah, Sorry, I was talking. I was not watching the comments. Where was I? Le Limbanga était très sérieux, c'est vrai. I bet it all while having some savings somewhere. Look at you. I lost a bit on Bitcoin. It will go back up. You want me to tell you my Bitcoin story? In 2010, or when the Bitcoin was 30 cents, I was reading about that and I was like, I should put 200 there. And I had like 100K in my bank account. So I was like, yeah, let me put 100, 200. Let me buy 1,000 Bitcoins here for whatever amount is, and some Ethereum and some XRP and some. And back then, I opened an account on Coinbase, but back then it was complicated to buy them. You had to do this, send the money to a bank account, have verification, send you a lot of things. So I did all these things, and then once I was ready to buy them, I had to go on tour, and then I forgot. And today, yeah, I could have 1,000 Bitcoins today, and I have 500 million. But hey, listen, I didn't buy them, so it's okay. I mean, sometimes if it is decided that it's not time for you to be rich, it is. So maybe it's a lesson for you to learn for the next time, that if you want to invest in something, do it. You didn't do it last time. Here, if you think that maybe in 10 years something will be worth it, do it this time. That's what I learned from that. So yeah, I could have been very rich, but I mean, I'm rich already. I have everything that a man can want, like beautiful family, beautiful kids. Everybody loves me, except the ex-boyfriends and the boyfriends of the exes. But this is them. It's am I? My ex used to throw her keys at the machines and cry, and I sit there. Oh my God! Whoa! It's better to start mining crypto. That's my next business in DRC. Listen, I was really thinking about this. The only problem is the heat. It's better to mine in Iceland because of the heat generated by other computers. Unless you mine something else. Unless you mine like some of those new coins. But yeah. You're just like me. I don't gamble at all either. Listen, every time I gamble, I lose. So me, I'm like, my dad loves to go to the casino. And my little brother is very good. Sometimes, like, I see my little brother coming with $100. He goes with my dad and he's like, yo, I need a new iPhone. And I see him play roulette, and then he's like, okay, I got my new iPhone. Oh, I'm done. And he's like, okay, I made like 3,000. So I got my iPhone and change, and now he's just here watching. Or he's gonna play with $10 and not care. Me, I'm gonna put $100. I'm gonna lose everything straight. I'm not good with these things. I'm better when it's plans, future things, investment. That I'm good. But the great thing to do when you wanna play, you go with my dad at the casino, and you let him. If he's winning, okay, you just watch him. But if he lost all the money he had or something, and he's just like, okay, I'm done for the night. You like, hey, dad, I have 100. You want to play my 100? He's gonna play your 100. So if he wins, he's gonna give you 100 plus. Maybe he's gonna give you 200. But if he loses your money, he's gonna be like, yeah, I lost your money. And you're gonna be like, it's okay. But then the next day, he's gonna give you 1,000. He's gonna be, oh, this is for yesterday. Free electricity from solar panel and small wind turbine than mining crypto. The only problem right now with this in Congo is that, I mean, I don't know for now, but the people from the snail there, they did everything to prevent solar panels from being imported in Congo, because this will disrupt their business. It's Africa. But yeah, listen, mining and like, I actually I'm having a conversation with somebody who's into a Congolese person who's into crypto. I will invite him for an episode of Club Shada only about cryptocurrencies in Africa. So, I did gamble once in Kinshasa with food money on my way to the market. Oh my god. That's crazy. My father is 84 years old and he loves going to the casino too. Yeah. Listen. At my birthday when I was 18, let me find the watch. I don't know. Listen, let me see. So when I was 18 in I was 74, 84, 92. Was it 92? I think it was before. Was it my 16? Let me see. I'm trying to find. Oh, there it is. No, mine had a sapphire. So sapphire. Let me tell you my story quick. There was a specific watch. Was it this one? I'm not sure. No, it was in gold. Wait. So Cartier, sapphire, and gold. There it is. That's the watch. I'm not sure, but I think it's that watch. It doesn't look like the one but okay, more or less this, right? So when I got 16 or 18, I don't remember, my dad went to the casino in Paris and he played he played my dates at roulette, and he made I don't know how much money, but he made a ton of money. Probably 50K, 100K, I don't know. And so he went and he bought me this watch. I don't think this is the exact watch, but it was a watch like this one. Yeah, I think it was. Let me see if there's others. Menswear. Wait, can I just go to watches? Oh, wait, maybe I should go to their website. Cartier. Watches. I don't know if this, because I'm talking about the iconic one. That's the one. That's the one. Panthère. So, but mine had I remember it had a sapphire. It's probably I think it's this one. I think it's this one with a blue sapphire on the side or whatever gem it was. Let me make sure it's the one. I don't know if it's this model, because I'm talking about the story is in the 90s, but I think this is the one. Sorry. So my dad wins, I don't know how much amount at the casino, and he buys me this watch for my birthday. And you know, I open the present and I'm like, thanks, Dad. And my dad is like, what, you don't like the watch? I have a lot of respect for my parents, so I didn't want to say like I didn't want to say I don't care about the watch, but really I didn't care about a watch. And at that time I had no idea, first of all, how much this was worth, and if it's a 1990 model, I don't even know how much it's worth today. But I was like, no, yeah, I like it, but it's a watch. And my dad was like, yeah, what you want? And I'm like, it's like, hey, listen, yesterday you brought me luck, so yeah, anything you want, son. So you see the price of the watch, right? I mean, today this is the price of the watch. Mind you, that was in franc back then, so that was like 100 and something. And I tell him, I want this. I'm like, that's what I want. An Akai, no, it's not the S900. It's the S950. Yeah. That's what I wanted. I tell my dad, I want an S950. And my dad is like, what is a S950? And I'm like, that's a sampler. And he's like, a what? I say, it's a thing where you put the records in and then you can cut the little bit of the kicks and the snares and the samples, and then like for music, And my dad had no idea what it was, but it was like, okay, how much does that cost? Like, I just bought you I don't know how much watch, but you want how much does that cost? So back then knew it cost, no, it didn't even cost that much. Maybe 1,000 euros now. Yeah, I think that was the price, $1,000 or $2,000 back then, which was nothing compared to the watch he just bought to me. So it was like, yeah. Tomorrow we go to the place and I'll buy you your thing. Oh, listen, I was so happy. And all the sounds that I use today, I sampled them back then. But today I'm like, where is my watch? Today I'm like, yo, my watch that is worth 30K, where is it? And I know, like, I never lost that watch, but I put it I put it in a box and I put it in a drawer because I really didn't care about it at that time. But I realized the value of it, not just because it costs a lot of money and it's Cartier, but also because it's a gift from my dad when I was 16 or 18, and it meant something to him as an African parent and wanting to, you know, and I would love to have it and to wear it because I know it's there somewhere in the attic in one of my parents' apartments in Paris or in Levallois or maybe in Belgium, I don't know, but this watch is somewhere and I'd love to find it, but yeah, I have to go there and find it. Like, my photo with Michael Jackson and the watch are in the same place when we moved from one of our apartments to when they bought the new apartment in Paris. I know that the objective with my photo with Michael Jackson and the watch are in the same place somewhere. And next time I go to Paris, I have to go and look for all that. Was that done on Kanye? Listen, to conclude with Kanye, hey, listen, the most important are the kids, and if you guys can make it work for the kids, together or not together, all I wish for them is that their kids are fine and you know, those babies can be with their fathers, their father and their mom, and they can grow up, you know, separated but happy, which is, it's not impossible. I had the Akai S1000, I had the S950, then I had the 3000, then I had the 5000. I have a photo. Wait, these I have. Wait. You know me and my photos. One of your ex found you, don't worry. I don't think so. Wait, I have the photo of my setup from back then. How do I go to, it's not in Chrome. I have to change app. Oh, unlock. Oops. Photos. Oh, look, my dad with Muhammad Ali back then. So wait, I have to go in the gallery of my son. Where is this gallery? Where are my kids' galleries? There it is. And I know that I have a photo of him. It's funny that I look at the photos of my son as a baby and my ex, and I realize that the mother of my two kids look alike. Now they slowly start to look alike. So yeah, I guess. Anyway, wait. So I got a photo of him when there it is. This is the setup that I used to do all my hits of between like 2000 and 2010, like all those songs, Deeper, etc. S5000 sampler for the kicks and etc. JV 2080 Trinity rack. I think that was Pro Tools. Yeah, that was Pro Tools. That was my MIDI thing to connect everything together and synchronize. And this, I think, was my sound card from Mark of the Unicorn. Yeah, that's Mark of the Unicorn, and my MIDI was somewhere. My MIDI was Mark of the Unicorn, and the sound card was, I think it was Motu as well. I don't remember, but yeah, that was my rack. I used to travel with that. I moved in South America with all this, and what computer did I have back then? That's a Mac Pro. Yeah, all these drives, I still have them. They contain all my old masters, and yeah, that was my setup from before I took everything virtual. Now all these instruments, I have them in virtual now. So yeah. All right, let's go to the subject of today. The expansion of the markets. You remember what I said last week? I don't know if you remember. If you remember last week, we were talking about how Africans and us. Not only the Africans who are the local, but as well as the Africans who live in Africa and who are artists and who are trying to find a voice around the world. They are kind of in this game. A lot of them, they make music, but they get screwed because all the music from outside comes and this is what is playing in the clubs. And the music from outside is the ones that are making money. The one from outside are the ones who are making money from YouTube because their views are monetized. And we don't have all these infrastructures in the different African countries, and it depends. Your mileage will vary depending on where you are. In Senegal is not the same as South Africa or a thing, but. And I was saying last week that there's going to be a point where, the Spotifys and the YouTubes and all of them are trying now to monetize Africa because they are starting to reach a plateau in the US and in Europe. And now they're starting to try to expand in the rest of the world. And the problem was figuring out how to get paid, how to have people, buy their subscriptions. And I was saying that, hey, listen, the phone companies in Africa, they already found a solution for now for all the people who don't have credit cards. Yeah, you buy a card like this. You buy a card like this, and you scratch. You have a code. You use that, and this exists already. You can buy it in every store in Europe, and usually in Africa, you walk around. You always have people who are selling those cards, and that's how people pay for their. And you can also go to the companies directly, headquarters and places where you can, where you can pay for your credits and et cetera, and then we also have a lot of things that can be done directly from the phone, where you can pay directly from the phone with a code and using your credit. Put your credit in your phone and use it this way, and you can buy. There's a lot of ways in Africa that a system is in place, and I was saying that what is missing for the local artist to explode and start really being able to live off your work, even if you live in a remote village in the forest in Congo or in Dar es Salaam or in Cameroon, instead of just dreaming of going to Europe, when the platforms will arrive and people will be able to distribute their music from home and be in the same marketplace as everybody and compete with the same people and be paid from the place of their music, just like I do, that's the moment when something will change. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mountain. And, I was saying, hey, listen, look at South America. Soon as everybody had a Spotify account and internet for cheap, or, all of a sudden the J Balvins and all these people exploded. The Maluma or the Ozunas, all these people just became way more powerful and big in terms of views. And same thing for the BTS and the black, what's their name? That girl group from Korea. A lot of groups became huge. It was not just because when I grew up, to be famous and to be a superstar, you had to be American or French or Italian or Spanish, maybe. Those were the only ones who had access to a big market, and they had a distribution system, the CDs, etc. Everybody else was artisanal, like trying to sell 1,000 records. When Spotify arrived in Europe, the playing field, it didn't level, because those who are big are even bigger, but those who are small like me can have a clientele all around the world. But those who are in Africa, unless they understand how to put their thing on internet and like find the distribution, etc., a lot of them, they are still just trying to do shows. And the only way for them is to have a good song that people love, shoot a video, put it on Trace TV or MTV Base, and then if it plays enough, then you go do shows, and that's the only way you make money. But it means that when you have a moment like the COVID and the pandemic, and where everything is closed, and then shows are over for a whole year, then your revenue source is over as well. And those who, like me, have a catalog can live from their catalog. By everybody that is streaming their music, they bring you a monthly income that you can live comfortably from. And so this is double conversation, because a few minutes ago I was telling you that I'm a type of person that likes to invest in things for in 10 years. And 10 years ago, even more, maybe 12 to 13 years ago, I was having a conversation with an artist, and that artist was telling me, yo, you are releasing too much music. You release like singles all the time, and you have this, and you have like, you don't take the time, you don't let people the time to listen to your music clearly. And I was replying to that person, you know, I'm building a catalog because one day all the platforms like iTunes, I think at that time when we were having these conversations, Spotify didn't exist yet. I was like, you know, one day all the platforms where people are listening to music, the YouTubes, the iTunes and Virgin and etc. When these people will have access to internet and stores where they can listen to the music, I want to have a catalog of 1,000 songs ready, so that when they open access to these people, if my brand is still big out there, then this will create additional flows of revenues for me. So that's what I've been investing for the last 12 years. Make songs, and have an unlimited amount of catalog for the people who enjoy my brand. And yeah, it's hard to know all my songs, and I'm not asking people to know all my songs. Yeah, you can enjoy, you know, you can enjoy my old songs. You can enjoy my new songs. You can enjoy what I'm building is a catalog when you can make your playlist from, and you can decide, oh, listen, I like your Diamontero thing. I like this. I like that. And this is something that I've been building, and I've been saying for a long time. I was having this conversation with Body. I was having this conversation with Moto Music like months ago. with Buddy years ago. I was telling Buddy, build your catalog of ancestral soul music and your African oriented house music, because one day when Africans have access to the stores and a way to listen to the music online or offline, even offline, because on Spotify you can keep the music on your phone when you have a connection, and as long as you have the application verify that you paid your month of February, you can listen until the next time you connect it to the internet. Everything you download, when your phone is back online, not only it will verify if you have paid your month of March, but it will also calculate how many songs you played. Or you played this song 500 times, this one X amount when you were offline, and it will send the information to the servers, and then the servers will pay the artist. And so I was telling Buddy, build your catalog. You never know. I know you make a lot of gigs as a DJ and you make money, but you never know the whatever can happen. You can break your leg, etc., etc. Anything can happen. You see what I mean? Good night, Tatiana. I know it's. And I was telling him, we have to build our catalogs and we have to be ready for when the other part of our fan base who never brought us money. Because listen, Africa for me, I made money from shows, but I never made money from sales. It was always piracy. People were either downloading the music or having CD burned with MP3s and stuff and passing each other that music. That was how it was all that time. And I was telling him, hey, listen, the same way we invest in the stock options or in crypto, in hopefully one of them explode like Bitcoin exploded. We buy them for cents and we sell them when they're worth thousands, and then we are safe and we can have we know our children are good, and then we can invest this in different things and in maybe pushing our narrative even better. And we can invest on building our catalogs so that whenever, so let me show you something. Okay, those are all the places where people are listening to my music. Number of listeners per country. Of course, France, Spain, Portugal, the US, Canada, Brazil, and then all these places. And it's only South Africa, Tanzania, Kenya. All this is new, I think. Egypt, no, this was Algeria, those were there before. But you see, Ghana, Nigeria, all this is new countries where I have listeners since yesterday. Why? And then you have all these other countries, Kazakhstan, all these places in Kizomba is huge out there in East Europe. Then you have India, Malaysia, Indonesia, all these people. Why? Because Spotify decided to expand their service to 80 new market, 80,000, no, yeah, to 80 new markets, 80 new markets. So that's 80 new countries, including, I have the list here. That's not what I wanted here. So Spotify to expand into 80 new markets across Asia, Africa, the Caribbean, Europe, and Latin America. Here's the list of the countries: Angola, I have a huge fan base out there. Antigua, Barbuda, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Bahamas, Bangladesh, Barbados, Belize, Benin. I have fans there. Bhutan, Botswana, Brunei, Dar es Salaam, Burkina Faso. Got fans there. Cape Verde. I have huge fan base in Cape Verde. And out there, I was never being able to sell music. And now I can stream. All these people can all of a sudden since yesterday. And they are I don't think they will open everything at the same time, but this year they're just opening all these new markets. So Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Djibouti, Equatorial Guinea, etc. There's more. Gabon, all these places, Guinea-Bissau, all these places where I'm super famous, but where nobody ever bought my music because it was impossible to buy my music. Haiti, I have hits in Haiti. Same thing. Everybody had just copies of my music. That's Congo, the other one. Ours, the Kinshasa, Congo, not yet. Liberia, Macau, Madagascar, Maldives, Mali, etc. Mozambique, Namibia, Pakistan, Nigeria, Niger, Rwanda, Saint Tome and Principe. I have huge fan base out there. Senegal, I have huge fan base out there. Togo, Tanzania, Timor-Leste, Trinidad Tobago, Uganda, Uzbekistan, Zambia, Zimbabwe. Look, a lot of places where I'm famous, but I never been able to monetize that fame other than going to do shows. And all of a sudden, they announced yesterday what I've been working for. One of the things I've been working for 10 years and building catalog for that moment. Because if you are an artist, you're a local artist, and you're like, oh my God, I can now sell my music and people can hear it from home, from their phone, etc., etc. Let me make some music. That's what everybody's scrambling to make some music. Me, I'm in a position where I'm like, oh, music? I got that. Those are my releases. With Body Salva, that was last week, the week before, the week before, the week before, the week before, the week before. Bam, 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 bam. I got music. I have music. I have songs. Look. I got songs. And I got songs until like I got albums from, if you go here, this is my top 200. That's my 200 most listened songs. And that's a lot of them. And I still have some other songs. So what is amazing here is that what they announced is that they are now going to all these new countries, and all of a sudden it is not only good for those who have catalog like me and who can now expand to new markets. And then you see, like, look, like Nigeria, they opened the market of Nigeria. They opened the market of Nigeria yesterday. Look, I already have 200 people listening to me in Nigeria. They just opened. So those are the 200 new people who just, they opened their Spotify account. And now they playing with the app, and what they do, they look for, the brands they know, and of course, Burna Boys and etc. And hey, I remember there was a guy called Kaysha. Oh, he has songs. Boom. New people, new money. Ghana, look. Brand new. Kenya. Tanzania. Uganda, look. It's starting. 26 people already. South Africa, they were there already. Ukraine, I don't know if they were there already. Belarus. Latvia, all these countries is interesting. Norway, I think it was there already. Russia, I think they were there already. And then you have Indonesia. Look, I have 250 people listening to me in Indonesia. I got Philippines. I got Malaysia, New Zealand. I think it was there before, but that is super exciting for me. And look, South America, all these people who are listening to my music. Uruguay, look, this is new. They just opened. I already have 200 people listening to Kizomba. That's beautiful. Look, Guatemala, just new. They already have listeners listening to me. So that's the beautiful thing about here, about this for me, as somebody who have been for the last 10 years creating content for the moment where they will open the gate. This might add me 20, 30, 40, I don't know how much percent, but the number of market that they open equals 1 billion people. So that's 1 billion potential clients to not only music but also podcasts, because Spotify announced as well that they are getting big on podcasts, and they also want video format. So all these episodes of Club Shada, for example, I can send them all the episodes and also have them there as replay, for example, because they want to be the masters of audio. And they are also trying to now compete with YouTube for the attention, because this is the attention economy, and they will want to, compete for attention with YouTube, with Twitch, with live streaming, and that's super interesting. And we'll see. I'll tell you what happens after that. But what is interesting as well in this thing is that they announced something very interesting as well. And they said that every day there's 60,000 tracks uploaded to Spotify. 1 per second. Can you imagine? Every day there's 60,000 new tracks. So it goes again to something I told you before as a content creator on YouTube or on Twitch or on Spotify. The reason why all these platforms are AI driven is because there's too much content, and it's impossible for them to sort and to know what is the content that they want people to listen to. And so they use AI that know what people love, and they put to people stuff that they already love, or they propose to people what they think they would love. And it creates a new problem, because yes, we have access now to billions of people with our content, from YouTube to Spotify, but because anybody can take a microphone, a camera, a light source, and start talking in front of a camera and try to compete for the attention, it means that there's 400 hours of video uploaded on YouTube every minute. There's 60,000 songs on Spotify every day. And when you release one song, it's a drop in the ocean. And like I said before, what makes the difference when you create your content is the brand. So work on your brand, work on your content, make quality content that people come back to watch for. Something that is very, very, very important when you create content. When you have a new person coming and they come for the first time in your show, live or in the comments, in the next show, is that person coming back? Does that person become a regular? When you are able to create regulars in your shows, that's when you win. That's when you can be you can create your own island in the sea of content, because the noise is crazy. Spotify say they have 8 million creators, and they from their calculation they will have 50 million creators in the platforms creating content. So in 5 years, 4 years, they think they will probably have 100,000 songs in the platform every day, if not more. And same thing for YouTube. I remember showing you this, which was the streaming numbers for 2020, especially with the explosion of streaming, with the explosion of streaming because of the quarantine. Wait, it was Streamlabs streaming numbers 2020. Where do I have it? Yeah, there you go. If you look at the numbers of everything doubled. There's 20 billion hours of live content that have been consumed in 2020. 27 billion of hours. And look, Facebook had triple people, 3 billion people. YouTube, 6 billion. Last year was free. And Twitch is the big winner, of course. Twitch is like where all the gaming is done, and etc., etc. But now they also have a lot of people who come and talk, and then you also have new platforms like Clubhouse that a lot of people are now sticking to and going. But as you can see, look, 900 million of hours of content have been done. That's 45% more from the year before. 900 million of hours of content. Look, every Club Shada episode is 3 hours. And then all these people are competing for what? For time, because you are not going to watch 2 people at the same time. So you have to choose which one who. And if you decide to come for Club Shada or for Kaysha, it's because of the brand. It's because you're like, oh yeah, it's time for Club Shada. Oh, it's time for Dalia Show. Oh, it's time for Mountain of Inspiration. Oh, it's time for Quarantine Groove by Bodhisattva. It's time for Monday Quality Talks. It's time for, I want to buy a t-shirt Shada wear. Why? This is the power of the brand. And in this world that is going to be more and more and more full of noise from every song that is coming in the platforms, every content that is being created on the platforms, what you have to focus on is creating meaningful content that are interesting to the people who are watching it, and to make sure that your brand is what will differentiate the content coming from all the people. Because when you have a platform like Spotify that opens up to 80 new countries, it's not only just you who's going to be able to put your content in 80 new countries. It's everybody else from your competition and all the other singers from all the countries that are also going to be able to attract all these new clients. But it's also all the creators from all these 80 countries that's going to be like, yo, let's put our content in there. And what does it mean? It means that, yeah, instead of having only 60,000 new songs, maybe next year there will be 80,000 new songs. Just because everybody from Tanzania, from Nigeria, from Zimbabwe, all these people, they will be like, yo, we want to be on the platform. And a lot of them are already putting things on the platform, but a lot of them, they go from London, they go from distribution here and there. But now, because of the platforms arriving here, you're going to have an influx of companies that will tell all the artists, hey, we can put your content in there. And then you're going to have a lot of local artists who are going to be able to make a living from their music, not by having to dream of going to America like we all used to do when we were 14, 15, and we wanted to make big. We thought, I have to be a superstar in America. I have to work with Puff Daddy, Dr. Dre, all these people. Now they're gonna be like, yo, hey, I'm in Beni in Congo, or I'm in Kisangani in Congo, or I'm in Yaoundé in Cameroon, or anywhere in Benin somewhere, and from where I am, let me put the music from my village. I want my Bantu original music to be known, and I'm gonna create a playlist, and I'm gonna create a catalog of songs, and I'm gonna put it there for the people from my country to know their history. Or I'm gonna do a podcast about the story of the Bantu people, or the Nihilot people, or the Zulu, and I'm gonna tell these stories meaningful to us. And more than ever, not only you're gonna be able to do it from home and not having to dream to go outside, you're gonna be able to do it from home, and then you're gonna have a public, not only local, but access to the international market as well. And the only thing that I said that is sad is that it has to be platforms, those beat platforms from, Spotify is not American, it's a Swedish company, so. But it would be great if we had a Congolese Spotify, a Nigerian Spotify. And I know though there's platforms like Boomplay and other platforms that exist. Actually, let me talk to you about Congolese. What is their website? Here is a Congolese platform. They are specialized in Congolese music. Their name is Basics, and they have an app, and you can buy a pass to listen to music, and they're trying to make it happen. This is their crew, and they are trying to make it happen. Oh, no, that was a charity event, and they are trying to make it happen as a Congolese platform. And if you're in Congo, and since Spotify is not, I don't know if they have a website, but I hope so. I'm gonna ask them. But let me see if they have a platform. No, they don't. Basics streaming Congo. I'm gonna invite Baya, the creator of Basics, and see if we can talk about his goal as an African platform, and the struggle, and how it feels when you have giants like Spotify, who they're not far from arriving to the turf. When they crack how to get in Congo, like now it's hard to exist as a small platform. It doesn't mean that you can't, but all the leeway you had is, that's where when these guys arrive, they have enough firepower and money to just eliminate everybody. So but it's gonna be very interesting what's gonna happen in the next 5 years with this announcement from Spotify, and hopefully they will be in Congo as well. But I think they really want to be all around the world. But for me, listen, this is again a validation of the things I've been saying for all these years. I was like, guys, create content, trust the process, create quality content, and do it for tomorrow. Because my YouTube views generate only money from 30% of my views. The rest of the 600 views are not monetized because they are in countries like Congo, where there's no deal between YouTube and local companies to put advertisement in the videos. So all these has to be built, and either somebody builds a company to be the link between the companies and YouTube, so that then all these views can make money in Congo, in Tanzania, and Zimbabwe, or somebody creates a local YouTube where the creators are paid, the local ones, and those who are, the local plays generate money, because this is the economy of today, more than ever, in a world where everybody stays home. These content, yeah, listen, YouTube pays my rent since 2008. So, interesting, I'm telling you. The times are interesting. I saw that already. If China takes over Africa, then Africa will use Chinese services instead of YouTube, etc. That is true. That is true. It's possible. I don't know if they will be able, but they might try to push their services but hey, listen, I don't see why everybody should use American services when, we could use Chinese services. Why not? WeChat and what's the others? Africa is a market of 1 billion people. So trust me. Didi, the Chinese Uber, WeChat, the Chinese WhatsApp and everything, Alibaba, the Chinese Amazon, all these places. Yeah, listen, everybody's interested in a billion new customers. It's all business. So yeah, listen. I've always been serious about my business, but what happened to the watch? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully I'm gonna find it. Yeah, indeed. Always prepare to embrace the future. That's the main reason you are being surviving this game for long. Men from the future with great vision. Thank you so much, Master Electronic. I like this new picture. Look at you, birdless. Who are you trying to seduce? Does Spotify use AWS as the database center? It's a good question. I don't know. I think it's 60% of the internet use them. They probably use a mix of AWS, their own servers, and Azure. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to check. You can go to Spotify engineering blog. They give a lot of very interesting information. How about China? Because I'm in China listening to your music. Yeah, my music is in China as well. I don't know. My distribution has partnership with China. I'm gonna tell you which site. Let me see. In China, okay, my content in China is available in QQ, Kuguo, Kuwo, NetEase, and Apple Music, of course. So yeah, so if you are not downloading my music or wherever you're listening from it, I mean, you might be listening to it on YouTube, but if you are in China, you can go to all these services and check my music in there. QQ, Kuwo, NetEase, and Apple Music. What do you think? Is it better to release more tracks without videos on all platforms? That's exactly what I've been doing. I shoot videos 2 times a year, but I release tracks every week. So I cannot do videos for everything, and I don't care. People are just listen. A lot of people, they listen to music. They don't care about the music videos, and a lot of people are interested in music videos. I think you can do both. Me, that's my strategy. If you look at my, where's my Spotify? If you look at my release schedule on Spotify, those are my upcoming songs. In tomorrow at midnight, I release a new song, Go Down Remixes. The week after, the 5, I release a new song called Kitoko. Oh, you don't see. Sorry. There you go. Then I have a song called Kitoko with Tony Sad and Top One and Makita. Then I have my EP on the 12th of March with Malcolm Beats. Then I have already uploaded, but it's not there yet. I do on the 19th of March. I have a Kizomba version of YouTube of Yummy. You got me yummy yum. I did a Kizomba version. It's coming out on the 19th of March. Then the 26th of March, I have a remix with Lil Maro of one of his single with his artist. And then I have more to come. And if you look at my releases, you can see Where Is the Love with Bodhisattva last week, My Meilleur Ami remixes. And every episode I say we're gonna do a listening session, but we don't, so maybe next week. So we have My Meilleur Ami remixes. Maybe we're gonna do My Meilleur Ami remixes and Go Down remixes. It's gonna be a whole just listening party next Sunday. So you see, then I had this song with Jeff Passy that came out the week before. Then I got this single called Où Tu Veux, came out with Makita. Then I had Soledad the week before. Then I got It's Not Too Late remixes, 12 remixes. Then the week before I got Bailar Kizomba. Then I got Footwork on the 1st of January. Then I got Your Loving with Soti Sol, Bananas, and so on and so on. I'm just building catalog, and I'm just, enjoying the process of building a catalog of great songs. And then I let the people decide what they want to listen to. This is what I decided to do. Some people might go the shada way. Or, I just release a song every 10 years and I just hope people listen to them. It's really up to everybody to decide what they want to do and how they want to do. But I believe that the way I do it in the world of today is the one that works well, especially when you're going to release one song every 6 months. In 6 months, so in 10 days, you have 600,000 songs, right? So 6 months is a 6 times 30 days. So that's 6 times 3 times 60,000. So that's 180 songs. No, for a month. Wait, if every day you have 60,000 songs, it means that every 10 days you have 600,000 songs. It means that every month you have 2,400,000 songs. Can you imagine? Did I count right? Let me do it by calculation just to make sure. 600 by 30, that's the number of, 1,000,008. 30 days. So that's 1, I forgot. 1 week is not 10 days. 1 week is 30, 1 week is 7 days. So in 30 days, 1 month, you have 1.8 million songs. So now, it means that in 6 months, you have 1.8 million multiplied by 6. That's 10 million songs. That's almost 11 million songs came out in 6 months. And your song is there. And you think your song will exist? For your song to exist in the days of today, you need to exist as a brand. Because today people have the choice between so much. Instagram, this, that. There's so much stuff that is trying to grab the attention of people. You go on Instagram to look for something, and then they show you something, and then you start going to the rabbit hole of something else. It happens to me all the time. I go to Instagram to see something specific, and then and you have to understand that the psychology of people is not the same as back in the days. When back in the days, yeah, people would buy, I don't know, in the month, people would buy 2 albums, and then they will take the time to listen to that album over and over again. And yeah, at that time, it was not easy to copy music. It costs money to buy music. Those 2 albums cost you $30 or 30 euros. So you would take the time to listen to them, to read the booklet, etc., etc. And then the artist would not release song before another 2 years, and then you have like your 10 artists, and in the year you might buy, I don't know, 20 albums, and you would put them in a shelf, and etc., etc. But today, not only you pay $10 and you have access to 60,000 new songs every fucking day. And your song is there in the flow of everything. For your song to be meaningful to somebody, you have to understand that your brand have to make this stand out to the people. On YouTube, there's 400 hours of video that is uploaded every minute. Plus, across the platform, 900 millions of hours streamed. So why would you watch Club Shada when you could watch something else? Because of Club Shada, because of Kaysha, because you got used to this. And this is me working on my brand, going from singing to talking. And all this is me working on my brand. When I wear this, I'm also working on Shada wear. I'm working on Club Shada. I'm working on Kaysha. And then maybe some of you, when you wake up, you want to listen to some music. I'm going to listen to some Kizomba. You go to Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, wherever, YouTube, and you type, let me listen to some Kaysha. This is just a psychological thing. And in the world of today, way more than before, that's the only way to survive when there's 60,000 songs per day coming out. That's the only way to survive. Oh, hey. Rendez-vous demain au rattrapage. Le boss, Shada Gang boss. See? QQ Music. Type Kaysha. And follow. Kaysha, very inspiring, but will you build some catalog from DRC? I believe that DRC will build its own catalog. They don't need me to do it. Local artists don't need me to do things. I'm building my own stuff. I'm doing a lot of collaborations. I'm gonna do a lot of collaboration with everybody in Congo this year. This is something I have a song recorded with Alesh. I have songs with collaboration with Lumino, collaboration with what's her name? Fali. I have a collaboration with 2 girls that are big right now. I have collaboration with a lot of them. Makita is one of them is Congolese, even if we are more from the diaspora. So we tend to work with people who are near us. But yeah, I'm gonna do my share by doing collaborations. But I'm a firm believer that people have to take themselves by the hand and do their thing. There are studios out there. There are a lot of artists. What they were missing was the platform. Now the platform is there. They have to get on the platform. There's a lot of artists that are like, I'm about to do a song with Samarino. All these people, they already know how to be on YouTube. They know how to shoot their own videos. So then they are not waiting for me to do something magic. All I can do for them is give them some brand power by doing a song, coming to sing on their song, and inviting them in my songs. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Other than that, my business personally is not going there and taking people by the hand. I don't believe in that. I believe in giving people the information and then letting them work. That's what I believe. I really don't like this. Oh, help us! Like, you in Europe, we suffer here. I'm going to Congo in a week or two. When I go there, I'm gonna be in the studio. Let's go. Let's do song. I keep one song, you keep one song. With your song, you see the platforms are here. Do your thing, make your money. I'm gonna take my song, I'm gonna make my money. That's the way I see it. And I got my boy who's really helping the people. I got Mohombi who he built a studio, he built a radio. I got my boy who's building the platform basics. So we are always talking, we are always exchanging ideas and working with everybody, like even people who are not famous at all. Listen, if I can give a hand by singing a chorus somewhere or verse, with pleasure. This is things that I do. I just did a song with Keys Beats, Congolese again, that lives in South Africa. Like, this is But because my belief is that music has no passport, I don't work with people just because they are Congolese. I work with people because they are Africans, African Americans, Chinese, and I also see the things as a business as well. So I also, I try to give the right balance between working with people who I'm gonna give something, and also finding people that gonna open new markets for me. So if I'm in QQ in China, you see, I'm in QQ music in China. Well, let me find some Chinese people and do music with them. Because there's 1 billion people out there. You are inspiration to people. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Heather. Well, listen, that's all I have for you today. I'm going to try to keep it under 3 hours. No, I'm going to keep it to 3 hours. I hope, again, as always, that Club Shada was interesting for you and that the conversation was meaningful for you. Don't forget to come back to the channel. I hope that all of you who are watching are subscribed. So if you're not, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you click on the notification bell and you say all, so that when there's a video, you receive a notification. Please come back to the highlights from the video and go leave some comments. It helps the channel, and hey, when this show is over, please go take the link, put it on your YouTube channel, on your Twitter, and help people who might be interested in this show discover it. Put it on WhatsApp, put it in the WhatsApp groups. Push the show so that interesting people can be there, part of the comment, and enjoy. Thank you so much for the sponsors of tonight, Master Electronic and Mike Phoenix. Thank you so much for your support, and thanks to all the other sponsors who have been helping us out. Club Shada lives from your donation, so never hesitate to click on the super chat and fire some, even 99 cents, $1, 500. This show is brought to you by shadaware.com. A way to support as well is to buy a t-shirt or 5 t-shirts like our sister Ellis Boys did, and some sweatshirts. Our newest product is here, Africa Future Culture, the sweatshirt, coming with its own pants. So go to shadaware.com, choose something interesting that you might love, like a cap, anything. That's another way to support the show. Or if you have an account at Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, just take a Kaysha album and play it in the back. and discover some nice music. So listen, if this conversation was great for you, put some fires in the chat, and I will make sure that we meet Sunday. And I don't know what oh no, Sunday we're not talking. Sunday we're listening to some music. Of course, we're gonna talk at the intro. You know, the intro of Club Shada always lasts 40 minutes because there's always something that happens in the news. But we have 2 singles to listen to. We have to listen to the new single Go Down remixes that comes out Friday, plus the one that we didn't listen to, which was the Ma Meilleure Amie, the remixes. So that's a lot of things to listen to. I'm gonna go watch myself some Disney Plus or some Netflix or some YouTube, who knows. I just bought a new camera, and so I'm gonna change the setup here. So I'll talk about it when I receive the camera. So I'm not gonna go on the geek stuff right now. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I hope we are, all of us, keeping each other sane. Thank you for our new subscribers. Their names are there, and thank you for all our donation, our sponsors of the Shada Gang. You are the Shada King, Shada where you are the Shada Gang bosses. And again, thank you to our Shada Gang boss Mike Phoenix for 106 donation, and we'll see in March who is the next. The next episode will still be in February, I think. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. You and the Shada Gang always keep me company when I'm doing work for my graduate program. I appreciate you all. It's late. We appreciate you as well, my dear Kiata, and we can wait. Listen, I can wait to meet some of you live when we can travel again and come to your city, and maybe we'll do a Club Shada live one day. That would be cool. Heather, thank you for coming. Lil Maro, I like this. The remix is ready. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, you know what to do. Thank you so much. Maybe you already explained the meaning of Shada. Could you explain it again? Thanks. I will in another episode. You're gonna have to subscribe and come back next week and ask this question. Next episode is Sunday, so let's see if Alan is our new member. We'll see. All you have to do is subscribe, click the notification bell, and Sunday ask me that question again, and I will reply for you. Thanks, CV Beats. Oh, trust me, I'm doing it. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm going to do. You read my mind. So I'm going to leave you with a song from... so that's one of my other projects. That's another name of mine. It's called Angel City. So under the name Angel City, that's the music you've been hearing in the back. Under the name Angel City, I usually do urban keys or hip-hop oriented music and beats. I already have a few albums actually as Angel City. Let me go to my Angel City page. I already have 3 albums under this name from 2016, 2017, 2019, and I have a bunch of little singles because I'm building a hip-hop catalog as well. As you know, I'm going back to my hip-hop roots, so you can go check out my Angel City music. And today I'm gonna leave you with a music called Mercenaries by Angel City, aka me, featuring me. Peace, my people.
Who gives millions in a heart is in a tank. Frenemies can trust nobody in this world of mercenaries. My refuge, my poetry, but we ain't falling from the trees. Say that shit again, repeat it, and we gon' see who's gon' retreat. Nah, who cares million likes on social if deep inside you're miserable? All these fakers not my people. No, they won't be there in the sequel. My mind as well is full of mercenaries. All they wanna do is rob us daily. My mind as well is full of mercenaries. All they wanna do is rob us daily. Daily, daily. Well, I can't take it anymore. Give the land back to the Indians before you make those claims about freedom. Fuck your manners, boy, I'm rich too. African Central Band, original my DNA. Pan-African re-enable. Fuck your dollar, we sitting on gold. New money, you heard of gold. My mind as well is full of mercenaries. All they wanna do is rob us daily. My mind as well is full of mercenaries. All they wanna do is rob us daily. Daily, daily. Well, I can't take it anymore, no, no. My mind as well is full of mercenaries. Oh, yeah, yeah. All they wanna do is rob us daily. My mind as well is full of mercenaries. Oh. All they wanna do is rob us daily. Rob us daily. Well, I can't take it anymore, yeah. Daily, daily, I can't take it anymore.